Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers. Off we go from L.A. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Watch his leg.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. But he stopped where he ultimately would have been if he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Rivers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers, Henry brings it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where either big tight end is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rivers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now Rivers on 4th down. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there. Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
13.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball at the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back, because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Black 80! 11.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180! No. 12. Hey, team 6.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one fielded at the 5. Fighting him off. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Chargers offense ready to set up shop again. Coming off the bye in Week 12. Remember, Week 11, they were down in Mexico City. That loss that they had 24-17 at the hands of the Chiefs. That's why they had the bye in Week 12. Next up, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Rivers. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. It's a gain of 44. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Rivers now from the 50. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just gets run up on the run and shut them down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We got to get the stop here, D.
11. Hey, whoa!
This is Breida. And some room to work. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Able to slither by. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Rivers. Well, this is caught by Williams. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Rivers again. Going deep here for Allen. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. 59 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And his throw here is incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now.
390.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
if you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Garner. On third down, Rivers. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do. And you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them the lead currently.
21. Here we go.
184. He's going.
Hey, Echo.
Back two, the mic. Mike back two.
On second down now. It's Coleman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Greystone travel. Black.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. They'll have a first down past the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Let's go, B, let's go.
Hey, alert. Check 26, check 26.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. Here's Breida. They find some open field here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is a This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On second and 11 now. Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Trying to get it to him again on another deep ball.
He's going to look for Allen now. The deep fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before? Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for the Niners. 69 yards. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind. Because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go.
Getting set to go again here on offense. Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone one. He can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long for Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. He's going to fire in deep. He's got a man. Complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, Rivers. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw it. He'll get this to Eckler. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Good completion that time by quarterback Phillip Rivers, who, by the way, is a perfect 4-0 all-time in his career against the San Francisco 49ers. Trying to tick that up to 5-0 if he can get a win in this one. Now Rivers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get one.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
But it's 4th down. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's get it.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Here we go. Hey, here we go. 54, right there. 54, Mike. On the ball.
Wait, 85! From the red zone now, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rivers. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready! 380! Line 54. What's the run? Cluster. Undercut. Left.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing, Rivers. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 35. 22. A big play there for the Niners. 58 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game goes on?
Here we go.
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Double dog, that's the way.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. The quick slant caught.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Garoppolo now to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Go!
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 26. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. To throw on 3rd down, Rivers. And he comes back with one complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Rivers, he's going to let it fly. And incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right there.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break.